Hey there, Lisa Pezik here, online health, business, and wellness coach. And the purpose of this video is that I want to talk to you about why you should become obsessed with your health and your business in 2018. Now, that word obsessed for some people, they don't like it. When they hear that word obsessed, they think like creepy stalker, somebody who's, never leaving you alone or nagging you or wants to harm you or hurt you. Or they think obsessed as in an unhealthy addiction or relationship. And your brain sometimes goes right to the negative when you hear that word. And it's so interesting to hear people's perceptions because for me, when I hear the word obsessed, I get a completely different feeling with that word. When I hear the word obsessed, I think somebody who's dedicated, who's driven, who's ruthless and relentless in their own goals, in their own passions, in their own learning, in their own health and fitness, and truly just being better than they were the day before. Now, if you look at the actual definition of the word obsessed, I have it here. It means an idea or thought that continually intrudes a person's mind. An idea or thought that continually intrudes a person's mind. I geek out about that because how often each day are your goals intruding your brain? Are you stuck on autopilot? Have you been going through the motions? Have you been making excuses? Let's talk about health first. How easy is it when you've had a crazy day, or maybe even you were up late, it was a crazy night, and you set your alarm, but it was so much easier to snooze, right? You're like waking up, especially now, it's cold, it's dark, it's snowy, it's miserable up here in Canada. It's like gonna be negative 20, which is crazy. And you have that split second thought, or maybe you have no thought, and you just hit snooze and roll over, right? Or it's nighttime and you're like, I don't wanna cook, I'm tired. I've worked all day, the kids are yapping, my husband's hungry, I gotta get food on the table, let's just order the pizza. Right? It's so easy to do that sometimes when we don't have that obsession of who we want to be in our brain. When we don't have that idea of why we need to get our butt out of bed, cook healthier meals, drink more water, say no to coffee, say no to the treats, push one more rep, do one more push-up, grab the heavier weight, try something different, whatever it is. If we don't have that necessity and that need in our brain, and our brain doesn't go to that when the going gets tough, then you're not going to make the best choice for you. For me, my necessity is being around for a long time for my children, being an amazing role model, and having great quality of life. I think the piece for me as a registered nurse, I've had the honor, and I truly call it an honor, of being at the bedside of people who are dying. I was a palliative care nurse. I was a nurse in long-term care. I was a nurse in the intensive care unit. So I've seen some good deaths and I've seen some, not so great deaths. And no matter whether it was planned or not planned, good or not good, I know some people will argue and say no death is a good death. That's a whole nother video. You can have a good death when it's done right and peaceful with the care of nurses and things like that. But the point is, people never say, I wish I achieved more at the end of their life. They never say, I wish I got that degree. I wish I made more money. They wish they would have lived more and lived a better quality of life. They wish they would have made more memories, right? And I think about when you get older, I think about my own parents, my in-laws. When your health is not well, you can't travel. You can't see your grandkids. You can't just get in the car and drive to go see them if they're far away, or, kids can only come to you so many times. it's like I want that independence and that freedom, and I want to live a long, 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 healthy life. If our son wants to go and move to Hawaii, I want to have my health and my income and all of it that I could just drop something, hop on a plane to Hawaii and go. And that's why I eat healthy, drink water, be around supportive people, try new workouts, push the envelope, don't hit snooze, get up in the morning. And I'm certainly not perfect. There are days when I do snooze. There are days when things don't go to plan. But I always have the reason why, that obsession with being the healthiest that I possibly can be, because I'm planning for the future. Because what I do now is going to affect myself when I am 40, 50, 60, 70. People don't realize that, especially with being a nurse. I see that, people go, oh my God, well, the last 10 years I've been healthy. I don't get it. Yes, but the 30 years prior to that, you were a smoker, or you were overweight, or you have diabetes, or, people get these diagnoses and it's like they don't know where they came from. And it's what you were doing 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, right? That's now coming back to kind of bite you in the bum. So the necessity for me every day is that long-term goal about what's my life going to look like when I'm 30 or 40 or 50 or 60. That is what I'm obsessed with, making the right choices now. So that as long as, God willing, that's not to say the crappy things don't happen to really healthy, amazing people, but I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that I've got those right reasons and why I'm doing it in my brain. I want to be around forever for my son. I want to be around for the future kids that we have. I want to be around for my husband. I want to live my life and make memories. So that's what drives me to get my butt out of bed in the morning and to go ahead and whip something up quick and healthy, and to meal prep and to plan for those days when I know I have long, draining days that I know I'm going to want to just grab some takeout or order pizza or whatever it is that I want to do. Now, getting obsessed with your business, you've got to get obsessed with an execution plan. I think one of the main reasons why I'm so different from the other business coaches that are out there is because I am obsessed with putting out content, putting out programs, launching it, and getting it out there. So many people want it to be perfect. They want everything to be perfect. They want everything to go exactly to plan. They want to have every single scenario thought out. No, you don't know what your market wants. You don't know what they're going to like or dislike. You don't know what's going to pull them in. You don't know what's going to fill that need until you put it out there and you execute and you launch it. You can have something out within 24 hours. You can come up with an idea, do a Facebook Live, set up a simple landing page in ClickFunnels, or even if you don't have any of that kind of software, go to PayPal and set up a PayPal link and have a way that people can pay you money for your coaching and your services. And you don't know until you test it and put it out there, right? If people need it, want it, it hits home with them. So many people have all these ideas, but they never put it out because they wait for perfection. I'd rather put it out there, screw it all up, see the feedback that I get, and then make it better. Or when those people say, ooh, that was so good. That was the piece that I was really struggling with, that tech, or I was really struggling with that content, or I didn't know how to launch, or I didn't know what to say to joint venture partners, or I didn't know how to put my book together. That was the piece that really stuck out for me. Then I start to get those nuggets of what's truly helping people. And then I get obsessed with how I can be the best leader in that space to teach people that. So I get obsessed in business about my learning. I really want to be a TEDx speaker. So I went and bought the TEDx book. I'm starting to do research about, I read that whole book in like a day. And I'm starting to get my topic. I'm starting to get everything put together. I'm becoming obsessed with mastering that piece personally in my business. And then if I can help coach other people that go through it, then that is the name of the game. So I want to challenge you. Where are you going to get obsessed whether it's in your health, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your health, whether it's in your learning plan, whether it's in your health, it's in your execution plan. Where are you going to get obsessed in 2018? Where are you going to have that idea or thought that continually intrudes your mind about why you're pushing the envelope, why you're going to put out that product and program or that webinar and you're going to launch it and let the market give you feedback, why you're going to try that new workout or you're going to get up early, you're going to do something different. What's that reason why for you? For me in business, my why, again, my health, a lot of people always say to me, how do you coach people in health and business? Like, how does that work? And I truly believe that they overlap, because when your health is in check, you're more productive, you're producing greater quality of things, you have higher energy, so people are attracted to you because you're giving off good energy, good vibes, good positivity, and all around it's amazing. In business, I want financial freedom. I want freedom of time, freedom of location, again, because it falls in line with my health. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to make money from wherever I am in the world, and I want to serve a massive audience. And the only way you can do that is by going online. If you're in a brick and mortar kind of business, you're limited to, the brick and mortar space. You have to be there to make money, or there's a lot of overhead. It's very costly. It's kind of crazy when you own brick and mortar space. It's possible, but going online, there's no ceiling of income. You can work from anywhere. You have a lot more freedom. So that's why I push to know everything about being an expert in the online business space. That's my obsession, because I see myself getting on a plane, working from anywhere, being there, for my children, hanging out with my friends, traveling the world, experiencing life. I'm a very tactile learner and sensual learner, and I love cultures and foods and people, and I feel like I'm just getting started in this world. And that's why I push to learn as much as I can right now. Some nights, I stay up late if I get into a good book or a training session. I've got my whole 2018 personal and professional development learning plan mapped out. Are you getting obsessed about your learning plan? And speaking of learning, last night I'm actually reading this book, High Performance Habits. And it's so ironic that I was thinking about this word obsessed, because the health and fitness group that's launching, part of my network marketing business with Beachbody, the group is called 80-Day Obsession, is the program. We're doing a Blessed to Obsessed group. So obsessed with getting in your best health, your best shape of this year. I'm like, hello, yes, now you're talking my language. And then this book that I read, High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard, my mentor, very ironic that I open up to this page 132, and he talks about performance necessity. I don't know if you can see. It's probably backwards for you, so you can't. But it talks about this little diagram, talks about internal forces, your personal standards of excellence, your identity, the words that you want to be, your integrity, your values, and your obsession. What? With topics and processes and learning. And necessities in the middle of that internal force. And then your external forces are social obligations and duties and your purpose and your urgency, your real deadlines. And somewhere in between that obsession and that urgency and your purpose and your identity is where your necessity lives, right? It's a necessity for me to be in good health, to be there for my kids. It's a necessity for me to be in good health and to be able to have an online business so that I can work from anywhere and I can experience life. And when I'm on my deathbed, I'm not having regret for not going places, not experiencing and making memories with people. It's never about the number on a scale. It's never about your clothing size. It's never about the money that you have in your bank account. I think the real magic is in the memories that you make with people. And that's why I want to challenge you in 2018. to get obsessed with your goals, get obsessed with your learning, get obsessed with what is necessary for you to move the needle forward, and why is that necessary? Because what are you trying to achieve? What feeling do you want to have? I want that feeling of freedom and happiness and love and prosperity, and just being inspiring to people, helping people do it differently, helping people execute, helping people get in the best shape of their life. That's what drives me. So what's driving you? What are you going to be obsessed with? What are you going to do? Get that learning and that execution plan together. Post it below so I can cheer you on. I can give you feedback. I can help you. And if this video inspired you or served you, please share it with your family and friends if they need a friendly and amazing kick to the rear to get obsessed in 2018. 2018 is your year. I believe in you. Lisa P. Some people call me Lisa P. You can call me whatever the heck you want as long as you call me. I'm your health, business, and wellness online coach, and I'll see you again next time.